Hi everyone, it's Plus Size Luxury, and today I just thought I would do sort of like a chit-chatty video. There has been a lot of drama on Instagram, and I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. I'm Plus Size Luxury on there as well, and I try to keep it mostly like a positive, bag-centric luxury fashion place. But I just wanted to sort of, I guess, talk through my opinions on logomania and like this surge in luxury fashion interest versus this other movement called quiet luxury. So typically quiet luxury is what I think of like maybe Hermes, but not like the Birkin or Kelly because those are highly recognizable right now. But things that don't have a lot of like visible branding, just clean, minimalistic type aesthetic. Whereas, on the other hand, you'll have things like Gucci, which is ostentatious, or monogram centric, like, the Celine canvas bags or Louis Vuitton canvas bags. Anyway, so this is just going to be sort of like a stream of consciousness. And I don't even think I'm going to sort of, I don't know. I'm still waffling about mentioning this video on my Instagram because I just sort of want to talk to you guys about what happened over there first, and then I'm going to give my opinions. Okay, so I'm not going to name any names, but there's a lot of high profile Australian luxury YouTubers, a lot of them that I follow. And one of them said, I went into Louis Vuitton today and it was all logo everything. I'm over logos. The essay asked if I liked anything from the new tennis ready to wear collection. I said maybe if I was in my early 20s, I would have been. But as I got older, I like being more subtle and discreet. I'm over Gucci head to toe. I'm over CC jumpers. I'm over the collabs like Fendace or Gucci and Balenciaga. It's ridiculous. Everyone wants so much attention nowadays. Everything is a mishmash of everything. Plus, it's happening at such a fast rate it is hard to keep up with. Something that was released a month ago is considered old in a few months. Nothing has value anymore. Everything seems lost. It's all a money grab. Spend, 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 spend. Look at this. Look! New, new, new. Get this limited edition. FOMO. Get it. It's the latest release. Why aren't you buying it? But it's new. You'll be on trend. You'll turn heads. Buy now and cry later. No pressure. No pressure at all. Oh gosh, just stop it. I'm over it. Laugh emoji. So, when I saw this particular Instagrammer slash YouTuber post this, there are things I agreed and things I didn't agree with. I do feel like, especially when it comes to Louis Vuitton, it's feeling more fast fashiony. As I mentioned in one of my older videos, it just seems like we're just getting collection after collection after collection after collection. And there's like, I don't even, it's like a blur of seasons. I just don't even know. And even Chanel, like, there just seems to be too many seasons. And especially with the new restrictions, which I don't know if you guys heard about. So apparently there's only going to be, I think you're only allowed to buy 2 new classics a year, and you cannot purchase anything over the phone anymore. You can't reserve anymore. And they're trying to push people towards their seasonal limited edition type bags and not the classics. So, but it's hard because I am, me and you probably, if you're watching this video, are on the purse form. We're on the fashion Instagrammers or following our favorite YouTubers on here. And so we are up in the know when we have sort of forewarning of what collections are coming up. We get to see the sneak peeks and all the behind the scenes photos that are available to us. But just the normal average Joe walking in, how are they going to know, like, oh, this is the color pink I want for this season when maybe 3 seasons from now, a better color pink and a better style for them is going to be available. So they don't know these things. So it seems a bit unfair to that type of customer. And they're trying to solve that issue by, I guess, having a VIP only Chanel store and just allowing VIPs. And I think they have like 4 tiers starting at Elite Plus, which is I think 25. I digress. Anyways, different brands are just doing different things, and it just seems like they're coming at us all over the place. And yes, it does seem like it's a lot, but I mean, I don't know about you. I keep a separate channel and Instagram for my fashion related stuff, and then everything else, like, I enjoy cooking. I enjoy going to parks. I enjoy looking at travel videos. I enjoy just general like vlogs of people's lives. That's on a separate space so that I'm not inundated all the time with like fashion, 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 and then I can pick and choose the days and the times that I'm going to be like seeing all this kind of stuff. Because sometimes you need a break, right? So I get that. But this particular YouTuber, she has what I would consider a well established, large 50 plus bag collection, right? And I, on the other hand, only have 4 or 5 bags. And so she's been there, done that. So I feel like she has a different perspective. Like she's not growing her collection anymore. She has almost everything that she wants, and now it's just like getting duplicates of things at this point, right? So it's unfair for her to say, in my eyes, I'm over all the logos, I'm over all of this, and blah, 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 because there's people entering this luxury market every day, beginners like myself, and I feel like a lot of the viewers of my channel that are just like, oh, okay, this is a thing, like, wow, this is so much fun, and let's nerd out on bags together, and like, ooh, that's so cute. And like we're just, we're absorbing all this new information as newbies or people that have only been in the luxury space for a couple of years. And we like the little logos. We like, how special it makes us feel. Like I like, wearing a designer bag to like a business meeting, especially since, I'm 31. I look like I'm the youngest person in the room, so it gives me a little bit more cachet, a little oomph in my step to feel like, I belong here along with all of these older gentlemen. You know what I mean? So, who cares? Like, I don't like to yuck anyone's yum. And, if you're wearing these things to make you feel good, if you're just really into the house and you just know a lot about the brand and you don't mind all of the logos and all that kind of stuff, why not wear it? So that's why I had a little bit of an issue with what she said. So she posted that. Another famous YouTuber was just like, oh my gosh, hand clap, totally agree, you're spot on. But someone else saw it. And, in Australia, we're at opposite time zones. So it's like midnight, and I'm just here, like, scrolling through, watching this drama unfold. And so another Australian YouTuber in the middle of the night was just like, this seems to be BS, so to speak. And she's like, so I'm a little bit late to the absolute BS circulating here from people saying that they're uninspired by logos and luxury collaborations, and how poor and basic people who love LV and Gucci are. Take a look at their Instagram grids. What, a Chanel logo plastered over everything is classier? Good point. So like when I think of quiet luxury, do I think of Chanel? Absolutely not. I mean, maybe the reissue, because I feel like, I have a reissue pouch up here. It's a little bit more subtle, but the quilted pattern, all of that's highly recognizable. So the particular person that was speaking before was over logos, but she has a huge Chanel collection. So that sort of was a cognitive dissonance there. Like those two things don't compute because, yeah, I mean, Chanel is still, to me, I would consider highly recognizable. The CC over everything, CC earrings, CC this, CC. So, just because you have the CC or Chanel classic flap doesn't make it classier. It's still like we're buying this for the brand. Like, let's just be real. So that I did agree with. Maybe not the colorful language. And I'll try to put some screenshots of the stuff, redacted, of course. So that person saw her response, put up her own response. I am my own self. I am not for everyone, and that's okay. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Some people understand me, some people don't. I woke up this morning to see my story was taken out of context, and some might have been super offended, thinking I personally roasted their bag, their taste, put them in a class, or made fun of them for calling them tacky or having a different taste/opinion to mine. That is not the case. Fashion is not that deep. There will always be different tastes, and that's what makes fashion fun and interesting. Sheesh, if I made a bag roast video, imagine the amount of people that would be offended. Perhaps I should put a disclaimer on all of my Instagram stories as a trigger warning prior to posting as well. I'm not saying all logos are tacky, but if too much of it is in one shot, it can be. Not all LV bags are tacky, because I own some LV monogram bags, and yes, I own some Gucci bags too. We live in a highly sensitive time where even sharing innocent opinions of how we feel or how we're actually feeling can cause such upset. If I did offend any of you, I didn't mean it to. With my humor is always lighthearted with no ill intent. As for the reel I shared about XYZ, talking about strategies and audiences that they're targeting, which I didn't actually see that video. I guess she posted some sort of video that was pointing towards how new rich or people pretending to be rich are drawn to these things, but actually actual rich people don't buy luxury items. That's another topic entirely. It's not something I've made up, and yes, of course, the wealthy buy the latest releases with logos all over them too. Nothing wrong with that, and I didn't use the word basic. Sorry about that, I got cut off. But anyways, she was saying that she didn't use the word basic or poor. I don't like calling anyone or anything basic or poor. So I understand that everyone is entitled to their opinion, but, I just feel as if in the small luxury community, we're already sort of looked on from the outside as superficial, or I would never pay that much for a handbag or a SLG or a wallet or, a ring or a bracelet or anything like that, right? So, so they're just like, we already face enough criticism from the outside, so do we need to tear each other down on the inside of this community? I don't think so. So, I just think it's really important to, yes, we all have opinions, but fashion is just so subjective. And rich, poor, who cares who's buying these things? Like, that's not what it's about. It's about the experience. It's about nerding out on our favorite, brands and talking about the new collections. It's just a hobby. And this, community of, I would consider hobbyists or collectors and stuff like that, just want to talk about something that they're passionate about. So anyway, so let's go back to the Instagram screenshots. There's a lot of people that were just like, I stand with, the first person, or I stand with the second person. There's a third person that entered all of this that I thought was very interesting. So she just said, my point is, it doesn't matter what other people think. It's your money, it's your taste. Why allow it to be dictated by other people that really don't give a about you and your wallet? Don't buy pieces that are people are telling you are in, and if you don't really love them. If I was listening to my algorithm, I would be buying, a CC heart bag just because it's new, not because I love it. It's fine to have your own opinion on something and share what you love and don't really like, but don't push your opinion on other people. Who are you to tell someone that their items are trashy or classless? How can you say it's poor people that buy Gucci? Are you for real? And she goes on and on about some other things, really good points. But then she ends her post here by saying, let's just let people be themselves. Okay, so that's all what I think. Just let people buy what they like, buy what they want. And honestly, like, a lot of these houses are just like, oh, you need it, you need it, you need it, you need it, you need it. And I'm like, okay, yes, it's a business and they're trying to sell us something. That's the whole point of it. But, sometimes it gets to be too much. So there's nothing wrong with walking away so you don't get overly influenced to buy things. Okay, so there's a couple of other screenshots that I would include here. The first person that posted and set off this chain reaction started talking about, there's snakes in the grass or something like that, and being very vague about it, and then throwing out like maybe she's being bullied, and then she, put a little disclaimer here on all of her posts going forward, like she said she would, because people are overly sensitive, right? And the second person that originally had commented or hit back, so to speak, on the first person that was talking here said, that she didn't want to do a video tomorrow because she was pretty disgusted at the recent behavior on here. Some people in this luxury community earn their living from me and you, yet they don't connect that to their privileged, ignorant opinions that, yes, they are entitled to. Don't where you eat. If you know, you know. So, a lot of people were talking about this. A lot of people, like, it's sort of like sent little shock waves throughout the luxury community on Instagram. And so another person commented or started posting on their stories about this whole incident. And he was just like, me enjoying monogram and labels because I'm in my 20s and I don't care about being discreet, XOX, bull in a china shop, baby. And then hashtag blocked by the original poster. Like, so the first person saw that and she was just like, what does bull in a china shop mean? What's going on here? Yeah, it just means that he's not afraid of, like, jumping in and being loud and proud, basically. It's just like, has nothing to do with being racist as she is alleging here. But she posted a whole thing like, oh, is this person bullying me? Is this person being racist? And blah, blah, blah. So let's see. So she got some responses and people were like, no, it's not racist. Calm down. What did one person say? So it means like when a bull reacts to a matador's flag, they'll crash into the china, breaking it. Means out of place. It's not racist. That type of thing. So, and she's like, thank you for clarifying. It's like, oh gosh. The person that was called racist by her posted another story and said, over the past few days, social media has not been a kind place, and it's left me feeling quite sad. I feel quite let down by a few people who have not only thrown me under the bus, but allowed others to post damaging and hurtful comments about myself and my character online. Silence is agreement. Tonight I'm going to do an Instagram live where I explain why I'm so disappointed, and I'll bring the receipts. I did not watch that Instagram live. So, but yeah, I just, that's sort of the end of, like, the screenshots, and I think it fizzled down, and I'm actually going to just name this video something completely neutral because I don't want to, like, rehash and, like, start up any arguments, but I thought I would share with you viewers about a little bit of Instagram drama and this constant fight between louder luxury and quiet luxury, unbranded, subtle versus logomania. And like, I enjoy a little bit of both. I enjoy something that's, subtle sometimes, and I enjoy something that's loud sometimes. Like, do you want to go to a concert with your Chanel bag? Maybe not. To a meeting and I'm surrounded by people in their late 30s, late 40s, established, confident, and me rocking my little Chanel bag gives me a little boost, a little oomph for me to feel like I belong in those meetings. What I have to say is worthy and valid, and like gets rid of that like imposter syndrome that I might have. So people wear these things for different reasons. Don't yuck anyone's yum. This person, as I mentioned before, has a very large collection, and we're just beginning, some of us, and we're allowed to like dabble in a little bit of this, dabble a little of that until we find our style. And again, I just want to reiterate, like, we are already criticized on the outside of people that are not into luxury items like we are. And so infighting is just not necessary, unhealthy, and unproductive, personally. We have every right. We're allowed to like different things, buy different things, curate our collections the way we see fit for our style. And I just don't get the infighting. We're allowed to like both. Why is it one or the other? Why can't we enjoy what we want to enjoy and just leave it at that? Okay, well, anyway, that was my rant. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I got cut off in the middle. I hope I didn't repeat myself. If you like this type of video, or if you want to add to the conversation, please comment and like, and definitely subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.